NBC had the nerve to bring back Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is a no-talent having comedian that should have stayed fired. I'm gonna get rid of all the podcasters that's hating on me. Jimmy Kimmel, you're a loser. You're nothing but a wiener sucker. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna make sure that everyone gets fired that sit there and don't want to go with me and my toupee. This is a crying shame. It makes me just want to break down and cry because he has no talent. He's the worst comedian in the United States of America. But I'm going to make it great again. You're going to get fired again. The moment you make a joke about me, I'm telling you, Jimmy, I'm going to have your job. I can't stand it. ABC News, you guys are the disgrace. I'm the president of the world. America, we just took a major loss. I can't believe NBC had the nerve to bring back Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is a no-talent having comedian that should have stayed fired. I'm gonna get rid of all the podcasters that's hating on me. Jimmy Kimmel, you're a loser. You're nothing but a wiener sucker. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna make sure that everyone gets fired that sit there and don't want to go with me and my toupee. This is a crying shame. It makes me just want to break down and cry because he has no talent. He's the worst comedian in the United States of America. But I'm going to make it great again. You're going to get fired again. The moment you make a joke about me, I'm telling you, Jimmy, I'm going to have your job. I can't stand it. ABC News, you guys are the disgrace. I'm the president of the world.
Hey y'all, happy Monday. How y'all doing? Hey, Anonymous says salute Jamil. Y'all know Jamil be cutting up. Y'all know me and Jamil be having a good time. That was hilarious. I had to play it for the show. How are y'all doing? Happy Monday, y'all. How is y'all's day going on a scale from 1 to 10, you guys? How is y'all's day going? Because this news that we about to break it to y'all is crazier than all get out, y'all. Happy Monday. So y'all, we know that last week, hold on real quick. Last week, Jimmy Kimmel was fired, right? He was fired, cha, right? And last week, it was a whole thing going on with Jimmy Kimmel, with the funeral for Charlie Kirk. It was a lot going on, right? Needless to say. So today we found out, it's breaking news, that ABC/Disney has offered Jimmy Kimmel his job back. After they were saying, oh, Jimmy's not funny, the ratings then went down. But guess what did go down? Them dollar bills that was supposed to be deposited in their account from subscriptions, people making wedding arrangements at Disney, they canceled all of that, and them dollars was hollering. So ABC/Disney came back and they was begging like a whole begging Benny for Jimmy Kimmel to come back. After everybody was saying, oh no, Jimmy's not funny, he's this, he's that. Well, Jimmy must got a lot of supporters, because ABC and Disney, they bank accounts the piggy bank wasn't filling up. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness, Anonymous says stocks going down. Yes, Anonymous. Hey, my baby, Jamil says salute, beautiful. Hey, my baby. Jamil, did you see Anonymous say Jamil? When I played your Trump thing? Y'all, Trump is hotter than fish grease. I know him hotter than fish grease, y'all, because I believe, this is my opinion, because remember Trump was saying, oh, Jimmy Kimmel, he's not funny. Oh, Jimmy Kimmel is next, right? And look what happened. They made a whole deal with the devil, and it backfired on their badonkadonks. People was on their TikToks, on all social media, saying that they are going to cancel out their subscriptions for Disney, ABC, whatever, all of them. And when they started to see that they lost over $6 billion, they hurried up and ran. We need to hurry up, call Jimmy Kimmel back, call him back. We need him to get back on the stage and perform like Michael Jackson, because our dollar bills is plummeting. They going down south. They is going down south, and we can't have this. But everybody was like, oh, Jimmy Kimmel, he's not funny. Well, them dollar bills was very funny, right? Them dollar bills must have been really funny for them to come back and beg him to come back. And then they told Jimmy, you need to make an apology. And then also, you need to go ahead and donate to Charlie Kirk's family and to the charity. And Jimmy Kimmel said, no, get somebody else to do it. I'm not doing it. Now, do y'all still want me to come back? He said him did not want to donate to nobody, as he shouldn't. Hey, Bronze, how are you? He did not want to donate, which I wouldn't either. Freedom of speech. He didn't even say anything about Charlie Kirk. It was about, what's his name? Tyler Robinson. So why should I have to pay somebody some money when this is freedom of speech? You talk about me like a dirty dog, Trump. Are you going to donate to my charity? Are you going to donate to me? Well, seems like he might be really funny, because, I mean, I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel, but according to them dollar bills, $6 billion bills later, he must be really funny, right? He must be bringing in a nice bag for ABC/Disney. But y'all, we gonna get into it, because they shot up the ABC studio. They was out there protesting and everything under the sun, y'all. But we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. But hold on just a second. Let me check something out real quick. Well, we can go ahead and we'll get started with this one. So y'all, last week after they fired Jimmy, they said, hold on. They said that, you know, his followers, his subscribers, his people who, you know, his loyal fans, they were like not taking that too lightly or politely. So what did they do? They got over there and they started to march. They started to march. They started to protest and everything. Hold on. So, let me see. Hold on. So, I'm going to take y'all to the protest that they had outside ABC headquarters after he found out that he was getting fired. Them people, his followers, they came out, they supported him, and they said it's not going down like that. So y'all, let's turn the camera and let's go ahead and get into it and see what them protesters was doing over there during protest time for Jimmy Kimmel. Let me open my camera up just a teeny bit more, and let's see exactly how them protesters were acting, because they was not happy. They were hotter than fish grease, and they were snap, crackle, and popping. So let's go ahead and get into it, you guys.
Queens on the 37th District, but before that, I was a proud member of UAW Local 2110. And what my union taught me, whenever union teaches its workers, is that it's not about one of us, it is about all of us. My union taught me how to fight, and it taught me that when my employer, Columbia University, it didn't have the backbone that it needed to protect its workers, like it's doing right
That's right. Everybody should have the freedom of speech, right? Trump says a lot of things. You guys know he says a lot of things. He said a lot of things yesterday at Charlie Kirk's funeral. I mean, let's just be for real. Let's be honest. He said some very ugly, disgusting things. But y'all, he is trying to, I believe he was trying to hold ABC and Disney's feet to the fire and tell them, you better fire Jimmy Kimmel and make him donate to Charlie Kirk's family and make him donate to Charlie Kirk's foundation. And Jimmy Kimmel said, no, get somebody else to do it, homeboy. Let's continue, y'all.
Here. This is the fight the labor movement is built for. And so I'm so proud to be here with you all on the picket line. This does not end today. It probably won't end tomorrow. We will be out here again and again as long as it takes because workers deserve it all. Solidarity forever.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce Councilmember Carmen De La Rosa.
Hello, Writers Guild. Hello, SAG-AFTRA. I'm Councilmember Carmen De La Rosa, and I'm your labor chair in the City Council. Is labor in the house? Always and forever in solidarity with our siblings in labor. Let me say this. We know what corporate greed looks like.
That's right.
We know what an affront to democracy looks like. And this is the perfect example of what happens when those two things combine to silence democracy.
That's right.
We are sending a message loud and clear to Disney, ABC, and all the other corporate CEOs that are looking to take advantage of the working press here in New York City. We value the free press. We value free speech. And we will not be silenced by CEOs sitting in a C-suite.
Well, y'all, she is not playing. That's just a little snippet of them protesting. Hold on, let me cue up the next video, you guys. It is going down. Y'all, they are not playing. They got out there and they were boots on the ground. They were protesting for Jimmy Kimmel. And next thing you know, today he got his job back, y'all. Him got him job back. But y'all, let's go over here and hold on just a second. Let me cue up the other video. Hold up. Hold up, swole up. Because it is going down ever since Charlie Kirk had been got killed. It's been going crazy. It's been going crazy. But y'all, welcome in the building, y'all. We're gonna go over this video right here. This is when Jimmy Kimmel, he got fired. And then it was, of course, going ultra viral, and everybody was shocked because what he said wasn't nowhere near, you know, anything like too bad, you know, and plus he's not even the one that is writing the jokes. He's not the one writing the jokes. He's just the one that says the jokes. So, let me cue up this video and then we're going to listen to when he got fired. Jimmy Kimmel's back on Tuesday. Yep, he's back tomorrow, Francis. Him is back mañana. Yes, yes. He is back tomorrow. So let me go ahead and get the video together and let me cue it up, y'all. Let's get it together. Let me see. Let me see. Uh-oh. I don't know my screen. I just cleaned it. But hold on. Let me go ahead and play the video. I don't know why it's circling. Hold on, y'all. Welcome in the building. Happy Tuesday. How y'all doing? All right. Come on, video. Hold on, y'all.
This morning, Jimmy Kimmel off the air. The host seen leaving his studio last night after ABC announced it suspending his long-running late-night show indefinitely. During his monologue Monday night, Kimmel made comments about the shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, accusing Republicans of reaching new lows in response to the 22-year-old alleged killer, who authorities say had a leftist ideology.
The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
The comments sparked outrage among many conservatives, including Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, which oversees broadcast licensing for local stations, speaking on Wednesday afternoon, threatening to take action against ABC and its parent company.
Y'all, he really threatened him. He was like, you could take this the easy way or you could take this the hard way. Y'all, these people are, they are a piece of work. They are cutthroat and they don't care because it's all about the money at the end of the day. They have no integrity. Seems like they ain't got much respect either. I mean, come on, let's be for real. Let's be honest. But y'all, let's continue.
Disney.
It appears to be some of the sickest conduct possible. I mean, look, we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
See?
These companies can find ways to change conduct.
Did y'all just hear him? Didn't he sound like Felice Johnson, the inmate over there in Kentucky? That was like, you know, he liked the for the other inmates to, you know, see their britches hanging down, and he told them, you could take this the easy way or you could take this the hard way. The choice is yours. That's what he said. Like these people are getting a little gangster on us. Even Trump getting a little gangster, talking about this is hot, this is hot. What is going on with these people? But y'all, let's continue.
To take action, frankly, on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead.
Soon after, Nexstar, one of the largest television station groups in the country and currently seeking FCC approval for a merger, announced it would stop airing Kimmel on all of its ABC-affiliated stations. Within hours, ABC suspended Kimmel's show. Carr praising the move later in the evening.
I'm very glad to see that America's broadcasters are standing up to serve the interests of their community.
And on Truth Social, President Trump congratulating ABC for, quote, finally having the courage to do what had to be done. FCC.
Did y'all hear what they said? That Trump congratulated. Trump congratulated them for canceling Jimmy's show. Y'all, this is crazy. Trump is like he is like a bully. I mean, let's be for real. Let's be honest. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. Wow. And you know, sometimes when you do things and you think it's gonna burn somebody, and then when you get burnt and then you're looking a little crazy, you know, oh my goodness, I should have never did that. Sometimes you wish and hope for things to happen, and when they do happen and it backfires on you, and then you looking like Willie Foo Foo or Willie Lump Lump. I mean, y'all, Trump is probably crying, hollering, and slinging snot, y'all. But y'all, let's continue.
To do what had to be done. FCC Commissioner Ana Gomez, the lone Democrat on the panel, accusing the Trump administration of setting a dangerous precedent.
We must be careful not to allow the government to punish critics simply because of content.
Kimmel's suspension comes 2 months after CBS announced it was canceling their late-night show with another Trump critic, Stephen Colbert. CBS saying it was a financial decision. Over the last week, a growing number of people have been fired or suspended for their public comments about Charlie Kirk, something the vice president encouraged.
So when you see someone celebrating Charlie...
Thank you, Anonymous. Anonymous sent Sequeeze Airline to the block party, wherever they may lay or slay. I don't know if it's a female or a male, but wherever you may lay or wherever you may slay, we don't come over here and be rude over here. I'm sorry, you will get the block party invite. Thank you, Anonymous, and all of my mods, y'all. Let's continue. Everybody has a freedom of speech, but it doesn't cause for you to be disrespectful, and we're not playing that over here at the lounge, so let's continue.
Murder, call them out. And hell, call their employer.
But some say what's happening now is a double standard.
Conservatives, for many years now, have claimed that they are the free speech champions. They have railed against so-called cancel culture. And now you're seeing them lead the campaigns to cancel people.
Y'all, I have a question. Do y'all think this is Trump bullying ABC? I mean, he sent the message talking about congratulations. You know, he was basically glad that they did that. But put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Trump almost kind of threatened them to do this, and it really backfired because they seen how much money Jimmy Kimmel was bringing back. Put a yes or put a no. Let me know y'all's thoughts.
People that they disagree
Okay, Famous says a 1, definitely Trump. Okay, I do believe so. And then when he was at the Charlie Kirk's funeral yesterday, he said some very disturbing and very ugly things, and he's trying to cancel Jimmy Kimmel. And he said what he said yesterday. I mean, y'all, let's be for real. Let's be honest. But y'all, let's continue. Smash the like button, y'all. We got over 400, almost 450 people in the building. Smash the like button.
With.
So Liz, where does it all go from here?
Yeah, well, Craig, it's unclear right now how long ABC plans to keep Jimmy Kimmel off the air. NBC News has reached out to Jimmy Kimmel for comment. He's not responded, and so far he has not said anything yet about this suspension. Last night, many ABC affiliates aired Family Feud during his normal time slot. Outside the theater where Kimmel tapes here on Hollywood Boulevard, supporters say they're planning a protest in support of him later today, Craig.
All right, Liz Court's for us. Liz, thank you.
Hey, thanks for
Wow.
watching. Don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on
Okay,
NBC.
all right, so that's that video, you guys. So let me cue up the next video, because I'm telling you, it is going down. Y'all, when they said that Jimmy Kimmel was coming back, breaking news just a little bit ago, and he got his job back, and they said that Jimmy Kimmel was asked to apologize and also to donate money, which I think that is a form of extortion. Put a yes or put a no. Do y'all think that is a form of extortion? Hey, Grace Hernandez, how are you? Welcome. Do y'all think that's a form of extortion to make him say sorry and apologize when Trump is over there at Charlie Kirk's funeral saying some disgusting things yesterday? I mean, I really do believe that's extortion to a certain degree. Let's go over here and check this one out. This is getting crazy, y'all. This is getting bananas. Okay, Daniel said, hello, yeah. This is getting crazy, I'm telling you. I mean, this has been, ever since Charlie Kirk passed away, it's been like really crazy. But let me cue up this video, and then we're gonna play this video for you guys, because it is getting crazy out in these streets, y'all. What is going on? What in the waka flocka flame is going on? Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. Hold on real quick. Let me get my little gadget. I'm sorry. Hold on, you guys. Let me get my little gadget together. Okay, there we go. All right, let's listen.
And on a separate issue, free speech, your Vice President Vance said that free speech is under attack in the UK. Do you agree with him? And Prime Minister, we saw the dismissal of a very well-known chat show host in America last night, Mr. Kimmel. Is free speech more under attack in Britain or America?
Well, Jimmy Kimmel was fired because he had bad ratings more than anything else, and he said a horrible thing about a great...
See, did y'all hear what Trump just said? He said that Jimmy Kimmel had bad ratings. But I mean, according to ABC/Disney, losing $6 billion, that's a lot for them to be hollering, crying, and slinging snot and coming back and asking Kimmel, can you please come back? Can you please come back? If his ratings were that bad, right? I'm just saying, let's continue.
Gentleman known as Charlie Kirk, and Jimmy Kimmel is not a talented person. He had very bad ratings, and they should have fired him a long time ago. So, you can call that free speech or not. He was fired for lack of talent.
And see, look at what he's saying about Jimmy Kimmel. He should have been fired a long time ago. Well, Trump, people are saying you should have been fired a long time ago too. Let's be for real. Let's be honest. What he just said was a freedom of speech for what he feels, and that's okay. But you cannot allow somebody not to say something, but you're able to say it. No, you have. It's a two-way street. Everybody has the freedom of speech, not just you and your side. I'm just keeping it real. Everybody, as long as you're not threatening nobody, you're not being disrespectful, you're not saying anything in this, disgusting way or what, like for hurt, harm, or danger to somebody, then you have the right to say what you want to say. So why are you trying to make Jimmy Kimmel apologize and donate money to his family and charity? This is crazy. To Charlie Kirk's family and charity. But y'all, let's continue. Smash the like button.
Yeah, I mean, firstly, on the question of Charlie Kirk, can I just express how shocking that is, I think, to everybody who believes in free speech and in democracy, It sent shockwaves through the world. And I know that he was a friend of the president, and I reached out straight away to the president because I understood how impactful it would be on him and his family. And we all need to be absolutely clear about that. Whatever our political views, it is shocking and is to be condemned. On free speech, not much to add to the answer I gave earlier. This country's had free speech for a very, very long time. It is part of who we are as a country, and it is the values that we fought for. We fought for it during the Second World War alongside each other. So we need no reminding of the importance of free speech in this country. Thank you, Robert.
Hey, it's Will Kane.
Wow.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox
Hold
News
on.
channel on YouTube. It's
Let
the
me
best.
cue up the next video. So let me cue up the next video, you guys. Hold up. Let me get the next video. This is crazy, you guys. I mean, this is really, really crazy. Hold on. What in the world is going on here? Hold on just a second, you guys. Let me you know, I'll be back and forth with my little gadgets. But so Jimmy Kimmel, he was offered his job back today, and he's coming back tomorrow. Is he gonna apologize? They said Jimmy Kimmel does not want to apologize. So let me see. Let me see this one right here. But it's getting crazy, y'all. It is getting crazy out in these streets ever since Charlie Kirk has passed away. And Trump is having a conniption fit. He's running a lot of a fever, I think, maybe right about now. Hold on, y'all. All right, let's get, let me move my little gadget right there first. All right, let's get into this one right here, you guys. So this one right here is breaking news, ABC. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Following breaking news on a story we brought you at the top of the show, Jimmy Kimmel will return to his late night show tomorrow. That is according to a statement just released by the Walt Disney Company. Kimmel, as you know, was suspended last week following comments about the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. NBC News correspondent Liz Kreutz is back with...
But he didn't say anything about Charlie. He was talking about Tyler Robinson, if I can recall. Put a yes or put a no if that's right, because this is who he was talking about. He wasn't talking about Charlie Kirk. But let's continue.
Liz, what did the Disney company say in this statement?
Yeah, Kate, I mean, we're getting this statement now 5 days after they suspended Jimmy Kimmel, and they have been silent.
They were crying, hollering, and slinging snot. Hey, Bronze! They were crying, hollering, and slinging snot because they had lost $6 billion. So this is why they came back to the table. They was calling Jimmy Kimmel up, ring-a-ding-a-ding, ring-a-ding-a-ding. Jimmy probably wouldn't answer that phone. He was like, who is that? Is that ABC or Disney? Tell them that we're not taking no phone calls right now. They were calling him up, hollering, crying, slinging snot, and begging him to come back because, y'all, they lost $6 billion over this last week, I believe, ever since they canceled him, fired him. And now they are trying to come back. And they are trying to get remarried to Jimmy Kimmel because Jimmy Kimmel, everybody was saying he's not funny. Trump even said it. He's not funny. He should have been fired a long time ago. Well, Trump, maybe he feels the same about you. I mean, I'm just saying, he must be very funny for ABC and Disney to come begging him back. I mean, let's be for real. Let's be honest. But y'all, let's continue. Smash the like button, y'all.
Since they made that announcement on Wednesday, and now we have a statement from the Walt Disney Company. They say last Wednesday, we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation at an emotional moment for our country. It is a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and thus insensitive. We have spent the last days having thoughtful conversations with Jimmy, and after those conversations, we have reached the decision to return the show on Tuesday. So Jimmy Kimmel.
Now y'all put in the chat a yes or no. Do y'all think that this kind of backfired on Trump? Trump, I believe he's the one was trying to get them to fire Jimmy Kimmel, ABC, and Disney. And when they did it, they lost money. They were losing money, and not to be funny, this is just a joke. They were losing money like Bernie Mac said. They losing money like a cancer patient losing weight. They were losing $6 billion, right? I mean, for real, that's a lot of money. So then they had to go back to the drawing board. They said, we don't want to get no divorce, Jimmy Kimmel. We don't want to get no divorce. We figured that you was worth way more than we thought of. We seen that Trump was saying that you was not funny, you have low ratings, but according to these dollar bills that is missing out of our account, we need to recant our story, sir. Can we send you another offer? Can we come back and retract what we did? And Jimmy Kimmel said, I'm not apologizing to that family, which he shouldn't, because I say he shouldn't because it's a freedom of speech. He didn't say anything mean, harsh, or anything like that to Charlie Kirk or his family. So let's continue, y'all.
Will be back on the air, Kate. Big question will be, what does he say tomorrow night? Does he issue an apology? You'll remember that some of the companies that own some of the local affiliates, like Sinclair, came out and said that they would not air Jimmy Kimmel until he apologized directly to the Kirk family and even made a donation to the Kirk family.
See, y'all, they trying to put him on. This is a highway robbery. They are trying to make him apologize for a freedom of speech statement. I mean, are they going to make Trump apologize for what he said yesterday to all the people that he don't like at Charlie's funeral? I was shocked to hear him say such disgusting things. Are they going to make him apologize and give money to everybody he felt that everybody who give money to everybody felt like felt like his comment was harsh? I mean, let's be for real, let's be honest. Let's continue.
And to Charlie Kirk's organization, Turning Point USA. So we will wait to get reaction from them, and also many of the people and celebrities who have been supporting Jimmy Kimmel in these past few days. You mentioned earlier, 400 celebrities signed a letter from by the ACLU condemning Disney's move, calling for him to be reinstated. People have called to boycott Disney.
Oh, no, baby. They see them dollar bills. They see them subscriptions canceling and dropping off. I'm telling you, people, they said there was a family. I mean, there's a lot of people who did reservations for weddings and stuff like that. And they were canceling. It was supposed to be at Disney, a family. A couple was going to get married at Disney and they canceled. Then people were canceling their subscriptions. It's all over TikTok. Actually, I'm going to probably do like a little video on the people that canceled their subscription with Disney, just to kind of show you guys people were not playing. Jimmy has a hardcore stone cold following. Whoever may think he's not funny, he may be funny to somebody else, right? I mean, let's be for real, let's be honest. Not everybody, everything is not for everybody, right? Not everybody likes Trump. Not everybody likes Jimmy Kimmel, and it's okay. People have their hardcore followers, and well, we didn't found out Jimmy got a whole lot. I mean, $6 billion worth of followers, worth of hardcore, supporters. I mean, it showed a lot. And Disney came back hollering, crying, and slinging snot and begging for him to come back. Let's continue.
Canceled their Hulu and Disney Plus subscriptions. So this has been a PR nightmare for the Disney company.
Oh, hold on. Thank you. Indy says if they don't like his comedy, change the channel. Exactly. If they don't like something, just change it. Nobody's holding you hostage, right? Just like here. If you don't like what I'm saying, nobody's holding you hostage. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. I'm not holding nobody else hostage, and nobody in this chat is holding you hostage if you don't want to be here. Look, go to another YouTube channel. For Jimmy, they didn't like Jimmy, change the channel. That's period, point blank. Nobody's mad. Nobody's feelings is hurt. It was a happy, agree to disagree situation. Nobody is gonna be crying and slinging snot for that, right? But y'all, let's continue. Let's smash. Take a minute or second for you guys. Everybody, let's take a second. Go up here, right here, and smash the like button. If y'all click these three dots up here, click that, and then smash the like button, you guys. Smash the like button. Happy Monday. I hope y'all day was good. But let's continue, guys.
It will be interesting to see how folks react now as this decision comes in and people to see what comes next and what he says tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll watch for the president's reaction as well. Liz Kreutz, thank you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on break
and now
stories on the
hold on, y'all. Okay, so now with that being said, now let me go back and then hold on, you guys. Let me cue up the next video. With that being said, hold on, you guys. Let me go to the next video. Okay, did we go inside edition? Okay. So I'm just gonna play another video from Live Now. Do y'all think Fox is hotter than fish grease about Jimmy Kimmel coming back? I mean, I don't know. Let's turn it around and let's wait for this commercial to finish. Hold on, you guys. Gotta get this. Let me skip this. Hold up. Let me skip this video and then let's play it.
I am Andy Mack. We do have some breaking news that we want to get to, as Jimmy Kimmel will be back on air starting on Tuesday. That after ABC and Disney pulled him from the air, suspending him indefinitely for his comments made about the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk. Back on air, Jimmy Kimmel will return to air. As you can see this, a post from TMZ saying Jimmy Kimmel Live is coming back to ABC after this suspension. So obviously there are lots of conversations we did watch unfold even on Hollywood earlier on today, calling for Jimmy Kimmel to be reinstated, and that is happening right now. And in a statement from Disney, they said, quote, "Last Wednesday, we made the decision to suspend production on the show to avoid further inflaming a tense situation and an emotional moment for our country. It's a decision we made because we felt some of the comments were ill-timed and insensitive. We have spent the last days of thoughtful conversation with Jimmy." So, of course, after those conversations, we reached the decision to return the show on.
But you guys, Jimmy Kimmel didn't say anything about Charlie Kirk. It was about Tyler Robinson. And we're going to replay that clip again because I feel like Trump is picking on Jimmy. Like, you know, they got their thing going on back and forth. Let me say that. They got their thing going on back and forth. But a lot of people are saying just because he's the president, he is like on retaliation tour. He's on retaliation tour. So, y'all, let's continue listening.
Tuesday. So some big news in terms of this, as the FCC chair, Brendan Carr, said it might have to take the easy way or the hard way in terms of regulating some of those comments by Jimmy Kimmel. But big news that the comedian, the late night talk show host, is back on air starting on Tuesday. So less than a week since he was pulled from the air for those comments about it. We heard lawmakers in Hollywood today comment on what he said, of course, calling on the reinstatement of Jimmy Kimmel. So some big news in terms of that here on Live Now from Fox about that late night show host. As you can see, also saying this from Elizabeth McDonald, say Jimmy Kimmel is returning to a show tomorrow night. Disney still says his comments were ill-timed and insensitive. But big news and rocky start to the week for Disney in terms of their stock. Talking about potentially Disney being boycotted. We'll see if it's somewhat of a reverse, if it is instead not the left only dropping Disney, but now the right for bringing Jimmy Kimmel back. All right, following it all closely here on Live Now from Fox. Let's sign away for another quick 2-minute break.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh. So, you guys, hold on, let me pause this. So, yeah, so this situation is getting out of hand. It's getting crazy, but like I said, I'm gonna cue up the video because I don't think Jimmy Kimmel said anything that was like really like disrespectful. Let me see. Let me cue it up. Let's cue it up and let's listen again, because I don't believe that what he said was harsh at all. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. Let me see. Let's see. Let me get it queued up. Anonymous says he probably getting rehired but signed a huge NDA non-disclosure agreement. Probably so, Anonymous. I believe so. But Jimmy Kimmel, I believe they already said he did. He said that he wasn't gonna apologize, and I don't blame him, because if Helix says Trump is awesome, that's your opinion. That's how you feel. We respect everybody's opinion over here. I'm not gonna deny how you feel, right? Wonder Woman said not going back to Disney when they show you who they. Oh, Wonder Woman, absolutely, Wonder Woman. Oh my goodness, say that. That's what somebody told me too. I was like, you know what? That's absolutely right. Wonder Woman, you was on point with that. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them, baby. Believe them. That was well said, Wonder Woman. Thank you for that, because that was, I mean, that couldn't have came at a better time. Wonder Woman, you are absolutely right. Absolutely right. When somebody shows you who they are, please, what did Wonder Woman said? Believe them. Please believe them. Please believe them, because people will really show you their true colors, and you thinking, oh, it's not that bad. And then you have to think about it. Well, what didn't happen? I done lost my job. If they did it once, they'll do it twice, right? Just saying. Thank you, Wonder Woman. That was very well said. Very, very, very well said. Okay, let's turn it around and let's see what Jimmy Kimmel said. Let me turn the light down real quick, because it's like a kind of like a glare on the laptop. Hold on just a second, y'all. Okay, that may be a little better. Let me see. Just a little better. Okay, let's see what Jimmy Kimmel said, because according to this comment that he said was very, 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 very negative. But let's listen.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, and doing everything they can to score political points from.
Here's everything you need to know about the off-key monologue that got Jimmy Kimmel's show pulled indefinitely. The controversy began during Monday's show when the late-night comic started off by claiming that MAGA was using Charlie Kirk's assassination to score political points. But Kimmel didn't stop there. He went on to call out President Trump, who is scheduled to deliver a speech at Kirk's memorial service on Monday, for what he deemed to be an insufficient reaction to the murder.
In between the finger-pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
Did y'all just see how he kind of really did not answer the question? He worried about that new part of the White House that he's building. Let's wrap that back, y'all. This is crazy. Crazy work.
Personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They just started construction.
Wow. Inez says, wow, he don't care. No, did y'all hear that? They were asking him after losing, this is supposed to be his dear friend. And I'm going to say a dear friend, a confidant, whatever. And you telling me about this thing that's going to be built on the White House when you just lost a friend allegedly? Y'all, hold on. Let me wrap that back. This is how disgusting Trump can be. This is just, he doesn't care about nobody. I believe, this is my opinion, he's very narcissistic. He does not care about nothing and nobody. But y'all, let's play it back. Let's play it back.
Over the last day and a half, sir. I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes.
Wow, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, I got to play that back again. I cannot believe that they asked him how is he hanging in there, and he is talking about a whole different situation that has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk's passing. Oh my goodness. Hey, Lord, how are you? This is crazy, y'all. Did y'all just hear what he said? Smash the like button, y'all. Let's get more likes up. This is crazy.
This.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House.
And then, did you guys hear people laughing in the back? They were like, this joker, he is out to lunch. He don't care about, no, he talk about real good. And they're going ahead. Did y'all, I'm sorry, I got to wrap it back one more time. I know, but I got to wrap it up. This is crazy work.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition.
Jimmy Kimmel got him. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness, Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, that was hilarious, y'all. Hold up.
Construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns.
Exactly. Did Trump not like what him said about this is not the way you mourn how you just lost your good friend? Y'all, this is crazy.
It's a goldfish, okay?
Kimmel then doubled down, sharing that it wasn't the first time since Kirk's murder that Trump redirected a question about the Turning Point USA founder back to the White House ballroom.
And it didn't just happen once.
When I heard it, I was in the midst of, building a great, for 150 years they've wanted a ballroom at the White House, right? They don't have a ballroom. They have to use tents on the lawn for president.
Y'all, I have a question. Hold up. Isn't Donald Trump in his 80s and he's talking about building a ballroom? Sir, are you even going to be alive to see this ballroom, to see a dance in this ballroom? I mean, the way it sounds, it's like you building this big old ballroom like the size of the White House. And are you going to be able to have a dance in that ballroom? I mean, I don't know, y'all. I think he's like 80-something and he's talking about a ballroom. This is crazy, y'all.
See when he comes over, if it rains, it's a wipeout. And so I was with the architects that would design. It's going to be incredible. And they came in, they said, Charlie Kirk is dead. I didn't know what they meant. I said, he was dead. Charlie Kirk was shot. And they thought he was dead because it was so horrific, And I said, dead.
And then we installed the most beautiful chandelier you wouldn't believe.
That is hilarious, him coming off and say that, because I'm telling you, Trump seems like he doesn't. Somebody said Trump has no empathy. He has none. This is like narcissistic behavior I've seen out of a lot of people, men and women. They have no feelings. They don't care about nobody else but themselves. It's all about them. And now let me wrap it back and take it to the funeral. Okay, let's go back and take it to the funeral where Trump was speaking, and he said a lot of let me see. he said a lot of disgusting things in nature about his like opponents. So I was like, wow. But you're gonna get mad and like force ABC and Disney's hand to fire Jimmy Kimmel, and then it backfired, and ABC and Disney is like, whoa, we lost $6 billion. We lost $6 billion. We need to bring him back. Come on back, Jimmy. Come on back home, Jimmy. We need you back on the forefront. We need you back. But y'all, let me cue up this video. Hold up. Hold up. Let me see. Hold up. Trying to find this video for you guys. Where is it at? Hold up. Y'all smash the like button. Smash the like button while I'm trying to cue up this video. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Let me see. I was trying to. Uh-oh, hold on. Let's see. Hey, Bougie Barbie, how are you? Welcome. Welcome everybody in the building, you guys. I'm trying to cue up Trump's speech at the at Charlie Kirk's funeral, because he said a lot of stuff, and in the midst of him saying a lot of things, I mean, for a while, you know, I can say that they're saying I haven't seen much, just that little bit of Jimmy Kimmel saying what he said about Trump. But before, they said he's been going back and forth, of course, with Trump for a while. But now it seems like Trump is kind of retaliating and trying to have, or try to have, ABC and Disney's feet held to the fire to fire Jimmy Kimmel, and it came back as a backfire, that part. But I'm trying to cue up this video for hold on, for I wanted to play the video with Trump's speech. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Hold up. I'm almost there. Y'all smash the like button. Smash the like button, you guys. Give me a hot like second. And we're going to listen to Trump while he is on stage. Okay, I got it queued up. All right, so let's go ahead and check the video out and see what Trump is, what he's saying. Let's see. Let's check it out. And this is when his wife, Charlie Kirk's wife, just finished. And it's like they're transitioning from her speech to Trump coming on stage.
Please welcome to the stage the 45th and 47th President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Okay, let me fast forward all this music. Let me see. And y'all tell me some of the things that he says, I mean, were very, very, you know, they were rough. For a president to say, I've never heard a president speak like this in my life. But y'all, let's continue. Smash the like button. Let's get them likes up.
Well, I want to thank you very much, Lee. You've been there from the beginning with us, Leah. We appreciate it. Nobody can sing that song like Lee Greenwood. Thank you very much, Lee, very much for being here. And his voice has not changed, you know? Pretty amazing. And a special thank you to Erica, because today, America is a nation in grief, a nation in shock, and a nation in mourning. Less than 2 weeks ago, our country was robbed of one of the brightest lights of our times, a giant of his generation, and above all, a devoted husband, father, son, Christian, and patriot. Charles James Kirk was heinously murdered by a radicalized, cold-blooded monster for speaking the truth that was in his heart. He was violently killed because he spoke for freedom and justice, for God, country, for reason, and for common sense. He was assassinated because he lived bravely, he led boldly, and he argued brilliantly without apology. He did what was right for our nation.
I got a question. I got a question, you guys. Do you guys think that Trump was really like his friend, or was Trump using Charlie Kirk to push his agenda? Push agenda or true friend in the chat if you guys think that he was either or a true friend, or if he was just using Charlie Kirk to push his agenda. Let's continue, y'all.
And so on that terrible day, September 10th, 2025, our greatest evangelist for American liberty became immortal. He's honor now for American freedom. I know I speak for everyone here today when I say that none of us will ever forget Charlie Kirk, and neither now will history. Because while Charlie...
Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting some people saying agenda, some people saying friend. But OSJ115 says that's why he won't honor his message. Oh, okay. Peter says agenda. Bougie Barbie said Trump is nobody's friend. I agree with you, Bougie Barbie. He ain't nobody's friend but himself. He may not even be his own best friend. Independent voter says blame a man no longer in office. Kimberly says agenda. Users use period. OSJ says Charlie said don't hate. Trump said you're wrong. Yeah, I heard him say that too. Brian says okay. Independent voter says I never voted for Trump, but I would now. Okay, Arena says agenda. Okay, we got everybody saying, you know, how they feel, respectfully so. Y'all smash the like button, y'all. Let's continue.
He has been reunited with his creator in heaven. His voice on earth will echo through the generations, and his name will live forever in the eternal chronicle of America's greatest patriots. He will live forever. To Charlie's incredible and beautiful widow, Erica.
Wait a minute. This is what everybody is saying too. OSJ said Trump turned this into a Trump rally. That's what a lot of people are saying. They saying this whole funeral was about him. I agree. Independent voter says I've been a lifelong Democrat voter and I am tired of their hate. Bougie Barbie says, right, he will even turn on himself. Yes, he would turn on himself. He would be like, self, I don't like you, self. I don't like you. I don't like you, self. Oh my goodness. Horace says Trump is a textbook narcissist. Oh my goodness. Cody says so much hate. Yes, it's sad. It is sad. OSJ says I don't buy it. But yeah, it's crazy, y'all. It is really crazy. But let's continue listening to him because I want y'all to hear what he said at this funeral.
We know the weight of this monumental loss is almost unbearable. But even in the midst of heartache, pain too great to even fathom, you have somehow found the strength, the deep faith, to be a comfort to millions and millions of people. And thank you very much, Erica. Thank you very much. Today, an entire nation wraps its loving arms around you and beautiful children. We share in your immense and overwhelming sorrow, and we vow that we will do everything we can to ensure that your children grow up in a land where their father is honored and revered as a great American hero. That's what he is. To Charlie's parents who lost their beloved son, and to the entire Kirk family, we know that no words can ever be enough to fill the void he leaves behind. That's a void that just can't be filled. But I hope the extraordinary outpouring of emotion over these past 11 days has comforted you with the knowledge that your son brought more good and love into this world in his 31 short years than most people, even very, very successful people, can bring in a lifetime. Charlie Kirk loved America with everything he had, and as we can see so clearly today, America loved Charlie Kirk.
It was a big turnout, you guys. It was huge. Look at all them people. Big turnout.
And he could always draw a big crowd. Look at this today. Look at what's gone on. This is a big crowd. Here today we have the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. We have the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives, Mike Johnson. We have countless members of the United States Senate, and I'm sorry I'm not going to introduce you, but I'll be up here. They're all over the place. And likewise, the House of Representatives, they're all over this big...
Okay, Hot Mess says he starts off okay, but then he's going to slip into his endless and mind-numbing rambling. Yes, he goes into a whole, talk about Charlie Kirk buying jeans or pants at Walmart. I'm like, did Charlie Kirk want everybody to know that he did buy some pants? He used to wear, he used to shop at Walmart or the Goodwill. I was like, oh my goodness, he is doing the most, y'all. Some people just got diarrhea at the mouth at the wrong time. But yeah, let's continue, y'all.
Stadium. This is not an arena, this is a stadium. Our great cabinet and this stadium packed with rafters of people, not to mention the one across the street that also has tens of thousands of people, and they're watching us on screen right now. And I'm sorry we couldn't get you in. If anybody would like to give up your seat, please walk across the street. But this is like an old-time revival.
Well, I think the reason why a lot of people showed up, it was a big turnout, true indeed. But y'all, if it was just for a Trump or rally, do y'all think this that the House would have been packed like this? Put a yes or no. I don't believe so. Because when he had his King's Day or whatever parade, y'all, it was like, I was like, where the people at? Look, where the people at? Where they at? Trump, where y'all people at? This is supposed to be a big thing. I mean, you can hear the tanks, their tracks, sound like they needed some WD-40, and there was like maybe 4 people that showed up. So I think that if this was a rally for Trump, it might have been 4 people there. I'm just saying, y'all. But let's continue.
An all-time revival. For millions of Americans, especially young people, it is agonizing and unthinkable to say goodbye to a patriot whose heart still had so much to give. It's so much. Raised in the suburbs of Chicago, Charlie was filled with a patriotic spirit from his youth, and he was an all-American in everything he did. And one of the last things he said to me is, "Please, sir, save Chicago." We're going to do that. We're going to save Chicago from horrible crime.
Packed house,
In
look
high
it.
school, he was the quarterback of the football team and the captain of the basketball team. He was a good athlete. A lot of people don't know that about Charlie. He was an Eagle Scout who spent his school lunch breaks listening to another champion for liberty, somebody that he greatly admired, Rush Limbaugh.
Oh, Lord, that Rush Limbaugh. Bougie Barbie says exactly at the
But what
lounge,
was
yes.
even more important to Charlie than politics and service was the choice he made in the 5th grade, which he called the most important decision of his life, to become a Christian and a follower of his Savior, Jesus Christ.
Okay, independent voter says, as a black man growing up, I was taught to vote Democrat because they cared. After 56 years. They have never done anything to help my people. And that's your opinion. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Horace says Donald Trump declaring a martial law on states without congressional approval is also illegal. Yes, it is. Preach. Peter Collins says no, he didn't. Hot Mess says, here comes the rambling. Yes, it's about to be coming. I mean, y'all, I thought, Sleepy Joe Biden, was, doing all that craziness. But, I mean, y'all listen, just listen.
Inspired by faith and his love of freedom, Charlie did something remarkable when he was just 18 years old. On the advice of a mentor who told him to put off going to college because he was doing so well, he devoted his life to converting young people to the conservative cause. How did he do? Take a look. How did he do? In 2012, 2 days after graduating high school, and with just $1,800 in his pocket, the young man from Illinois, who no one had ever heard of, started an
Here he goes rambling. How did he want? Did Charlie Kirk want people to know that him only had $1,800 in his pocket, y'all? Is he telling? Trump is telling the business. Is Trump telling a little bit or a lot of bit of the business? This is only the beginning, y'all. This is wild. I mean, did you get an approval? Was this supposed to be a private conversation? I believe so, because I don't think he wanted everybody to know him business. I mean, Trump is doing the most right here, but y'all, this is the beginning of his rambling. Let's continue.
Organization whose grand ambitions were captured in its name, Turning Point USA. Great name. And I have a feeling it's going to be bigger and better than ever before. Does that make sense? It's going to be bigger and better than ever before. Look at what's happening. 12 years ago, Charlie walked onto his first college campus, the very liberal University of Wisconsin in Madison.
Bougie Barbie, you about to have me look, fall out this chair. Bougie Barbie says, why is Trump wearing my grandma's foundation? Bougie Barbie, you is hilarious. Oh my God, you is hilarious, y'all. Let's continue. Smash the like button, y'all.
set up a card table and put up a sign with 3 words: "Big government sucks." Can you believe that? That's Charlie. That day, Charlie talked to every student who approached him, most of whom were probably quite a bit older than he was. Finally, after many hours, he found...
A great comment. Prime says, God bless America. United we stand. It's not too late to find common ground instead of hate. Amen to that. Thank you, Prime. Thank you. Thank you. You are absolutely right. Absolutely. And for him to be a president to say some of the stuff that he's about to say up on the podium during Charlie Kirk's funeral, I found it to be very, very disrespectful and disheartening of a president to say the stuff that he said out of his mouth. I have never heard a president stand up and be hard, like rough in nature on what he's about to say. But y'all, let's continue because he's telling all of Charlie's personal business.
The first ever Turning Point chapter leader. His first year out of high school, Charlie traveled 300 days raising money and taking his message to campuses all over the country. He lived out of his parents' basement, and they actually loved having him there. They loved Charlie.
Did y'all hear? He is telling Charlie business. He said that he was in the basement. Y'all, Trump is doing too much, y'all. Some of this stuff got to be funny, but some of it is like, golly. Could y'all imagine if y'all told y'all's friends a little bit of, some private information, and then next thing you know, they're at the funeral just telling everything? I mean, y'all, this is crazy. Let's continue. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up, y'all. There should be more likes. Let's hit the like button, y'all. Let's take just 1 minute to hit the like button, y'all. This is crazy. This is crazy, crazy, crazy.
Everybody loved Charlie. And on the couches of friends and supporters, he lived off couches for 2 years, 3 years. Then life started getting a little bit different, but he was always the same. For 5 years, he refused to take a paycheck, but day after day, he worked from 5 a.m. in the morning till 11 p.m. in the evening, always. His staff remembers that he wore Walmart jeans and T-shirts from the Goodwill store.
Y'all, did Charlie want Trump to tell all him business? He's telling us what Charlie was wearing. He was wearing clothes from Walmart, clothes from the Goodwill. Did Charlie want us to know all him business? I mean, he could have been wearing some clothes out the garbage can for all we care. But why did you have to say this at his funeral, y'all? I mean, I can see him, trying to like show a story or kind of lead in a way of showing that, Charlie basically, he came from nothing to come into something. I can understand that, but all the in between, I mean, he could have left that between him and Charlie. I'm just saying, y'all, but let's continue.
For the Goodwill store. It wasn't easy, but Charlie wasn't in it for money at all, never has been. Money was never his thing. He was always in it for the mission. As he liked to say even back then, we have a country to save. Just what he did. He'd call me all the time, sir, we have a country to save. I said...
Now, that kind of sounds a little suspicious. Charlie always calling me, telling me he got a country to save? Or was Charlie one of his, like I said, people that he hired to push the agenda? I mean, it sounds like it to me. And that's what I kind of gather from Candace too. And now I don't know much about Candace at all, but just from what I gather, it sounds like he kind of grabbed and groomed Charlie a little bit per se, and to a certain extent, with all this politics stuff, and had him like probably, I don't know, this is just me talking, you guys, in my opinion, that he got him. He seen that he was doing whatever he was doing, and then he was like, oh, this would be a good boy to go ahead and push my agenda. So let me just go ahead and, have him do this. I don't don't know. This is just me, y'all. This is what it sounds like to me. But y'all, let's continue, because who in the world is calling the president that's only like a social media person? Like people have gotten like things twisted over the years with social media being, as I guess as exposed as it is, I guess, per se. I don't know if that's the right word, but now you got all kind of social media, so people can reach and touch anybody. But being a president, you got to still keep it in a professional manner, not to where just anybody can reach you. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, let's continue.
Charlie, thanks very much for telling me that. I appreciate it. Charlie volunteered for my 2016 campaign and traveled the nation with my son Don, and Eric. I got to know him very well and saw immediately that Charlie was actually a master builder of people. It was Charlie who first started organizing young black conservatives hungry for support and leadership. It was Charlie who stood up for persecuted Christians and Jews on college campuses. It was Charlie who helped bring online censorship, free speech, and cancel culture to the fore.
Oh, okay, didn't he say free speech? So you telling me Jimmy Kimmel, he ain't had no free speech? I mean, y'all, this is things that I'm saying. You can't, just allow one side or certain people to say things. Like everybody has a freedom and the right to have freedom of speech. He just said, freedom of speech for Charlie, right? I mean, let's just be for real. Let's be honest.
Of our political debate, he was right up there with me. It was Charlie who helped unite MAGA, and you know what?
See, you guys, this is what I'm saying. And who paid for this funeral? Hold up, swole up. Who paid for this funeral? Do y'all know who paid for the funeral? Because that was a big funeral. Who paid to rent that facility out? Who paid for the facility? Who paid for all the security guards? Who paid for that? Because it sounds like Trump was really hired Charlie Kirk to really push his agenda. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know. Okay, okay, Dio says Trump did. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay, y'all, let's continue.
MAHA is, that's right, make America healthy again. And tomorrow we're going to have one of the biggest announcements, really medically, I think, in the history of our country. We're going to be doing it with Bobby and Oz and all of the professionals. I think you're going to find it to be amazing. I think we found an answer to autism. How about that? Autism. Tomorrow we're going to be talking.
Can y'all tell me why he's talking about an autism cure at Charlie Kirk's funeral? Can y'all tell me? Is he getting sleepy Biden syndrome over here? I mean, why is he talking about the cure or whatever for that? Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Oval Office in the White House about autism, how it happens, so we won't let it happen anymore, and how to get at least somewhat better when you have it, so that parents can help their child, their beautiful child.
Sir, you are talking about something that you're trying to promote at Charlie Kirk's funeral? Y'all, do y'all think that this is appropriate for a funeral? Put a yes or put a no. I don't find this to be appropriate at all. And if this was somebody's at one of my family members' funeral talking about something like way off to the left, I would be looking at them like, did they take their Alzheimer's medication? I mean, this is not appropriate at all. Why are you talking about the kids and finding the cures for this and that at somebody's funeral? Oh my God, this is kind of crazy.
That's a big one. I've been bugging everybody over there. Get the answer to that.
Wow.
20 years ago, 1 in 10,000 were born with autism. 20 years ago, the most recent survey.
Sir, you are talking about something and this man is laying up in the casket. You talking about something that ain't got nothing to do to him. Now, you done told all his business. You done told that Charlie was wearing Walmart pants and Goodwill clothes and that Charlie had only $1,800 in the bank. He was staying in his grandma's basement, to talking about a medication. Y'all, this is gotta be y'all. How old is y'all? Put in the chat how old Donald Trump is. Is there an early onset of dementia or maybe sundowning or something coming on? Because I mean that went from left to right like super fast. But y'all, let's continue.
It says 1 in 12.
Kimberly, I don't know.
That's for young
78
boys, baby boys, but also girls a little bit better. It's about 1 in 20. But we can't, because obviously there was something really wrong, and we think we know what that is.
Hey, my baby Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Y'all, that's my baby. And y'all, if y'all haven't subscribed or checked out my baby over there on his channel, please go check him out and subscribe to his channel. He is hilarious. Baby, do you hear Trump? Do you see Trump? He is telling all of Charlie's business, baby. He is telling everybody that Charlie Kirk only had $1,800 in the bank. He stayed in his grandma's basement. He was wearing clothes and shopping at Goodwill and Walmart. I mean, this is ridiculous. At a funeral now, he's talking about some type of medication for some type of illness with the children. He is all in. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. My baby says you're gonna have them people coming for me now. Baby, they come for you. I got your back, baby. We in this together. We in this together, y'all. Let's continue.
It's going to be, I think it's going to be one of the most important news conferences I'll ever have, and I look so forward to it.
Look at her on her phone.
You know who else looked forward?
She looking like we not here for no vaccinations. We not here to for everybody to know Charlie's business. I'm about to be in my phone and see what my next assignment is because he is telling too much business. Look at her right here. She is in her phone. She is trying to get her mind off of whatever Donald Trump is saying. And look at her over here. She looks like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he's talking about these vaccines. And then look at him right there. He's over here laughing like Trump is crazy. What in the waka flocka flame? He talking about vaccinations and this man laying up in the casket. Y'all, these people is hilarious, y'all. He's laughing. She's over there like, what in the world? He telling Charlie had $1,800 in the bank and it was staying in his mom's basement. And here she is on the phone. She's like, I got to get my next assignment after this Charlie funeral. I'm ready to go. Let me hurry up and try to order me an Uber to get out of here. Oh my goodness, y'all, this is crazy.
To it because he knew. I tell him a little bit about what was going on with Charlie. He would have been front row center, believe me. We'll be missing him tomorrow. It was such a big deal for him too. He brought together Donald Trump, Bobby Kennedy, right here in the great state of Arizona 1 year ago. Remember that? What a night, what a day that was. And it was Charlie who was among the first to speak to me about a man from
there goes the FBI, the head of the FBI, that he couldn't get the story straight. Everybody is saying that the story that he told was very, very suspicious. But y'all, let's continue.
Ohio by the name of J.D. Vance. Have you ever heard of him? He's doing a good job.
Kimberly.
But Charlie would often call me.
Oh yeah, Cash Patel. Yeah, Horse said Cash Patel. Yeah, Cash Patel. Bougie Barbie says I think that is Dr. Oz. Oh, let me rewind it just a teeny bit because I'm telling you, them people have me dying laughing. Hold on, let me see. Where is it at? Let me go back. Just a teeny bit. Where is it at? Cause right there. Okay. So we got Patel I don't know who that lady is right there. I don't know all these people. Then him right here. Oh, and then let me continue to play. Hold on. Hold on.
You're going to find it to be amazing. I think we found an answer to autism. How about that? Autism. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking in the Oval Office in the White House about autism.
Peter.
How it happens, so we won't let it happen anymore.
Wait a minute, y'all, it's hilarious. Horace said Cash Patel is actually stupid. Peter says, I like to see the Uber orders. They were probably ordering Ubers left and right. Oh my goodness. Peter says Trump can't stay on topic. Prime says Patel is the best. Y'all are hilarious, y'all.
And how to get at least somewhat better when you have it, so that parents can help their child, their beautiful child. That's a big one. I've been.
Oh, okay. Bougie Barbie said that that's RFK Jr.'s wife. She's an actress. Oh, okay. Deborah says, yeah, real funny snooze.
Bugging everybody over there. Get the answer to that. 20 years ago, 1 in 10,000 were born with autism. 20 years ago. The most recent survey says 1 in 12. How bad is that? That's for young.
How bad is it that you're talking about autism at Charlie Kirk's funeral? Did his wife approve of you to be talking about this stuff? I mean, was this on the not the itinerary? Was this on the service? What's it called? On the agenda to be talked about? I mean, y'all, this is crazy.
Boys, baby boys, but also girls a little bit better. It's about 1 in 20. But we can't, because obviously there was something really wrong, and we think we know what that is. It's going to be, I think it's going to be one of the most important news conferences I'll ever have, and I look so forward to it.
Oh, okay, that's Dr. Oz right there.
Who else looked forward to it? Because he knew. I tell him a little bit about what was going on.
All right, I see.
Charlie, he would have been front row center, believe me. We'll be missing him tomorrow. It was such a big deal for him, too. He brought together Donald Trump, Bobby Kennedy, right here in the great state of Arizona 1 year ago. Remember that? What a night, what a day that was. And it was Charlie who was among the first to speak to me about a man from Ohio by the name of J.D. Vance. Have you ever heard of him? He's doing a good job.
Oh, wow. T33 says Kirk was a pawn for Trump's plan. I do believe that. I agree with you. I believe, like I said, I believe Trump seen Charlie somewhere, and he took him under his wings and was like, oh, I could use him to push my agenda. And I believe that's how that went down. I mean, I don't know how they ran into each other. I don't know. I don't care. I'm just putting two and two together and seeing what it looks like to me. Because I don't do politics. I don't dabble into all that. I don't know any of these politicians and all this. I'm just saying what it looks like to me on the outside looking in. But y'all, let's continue.
Charlie would often call me, sometimes the night before a big event, the other side of the country.
Oh, okay, wait. Okay, somebody, Brian said Charlie was a friend of his son, Donald Jr. Oh, so is that how is that how he kind of connected with him? Okay. Michael says both benefited. Okay, true. Bougie says nobody wanted RFK Jr. They just wanted a Kennedy, but they got Bobby Jr., the worst of the Kennedys. Oh, Lord. See, but Bougie Barbie, you know more than I do, because I don't know how all of this is intertwined, but y'all are helping me out a lot, because this is crazy, y'all.
Ask me and say, do you think you could come and speak at the event? the following day, right? I'd say, Charlie, give me I'm the president of the United States. You want me to travel 4 hours by plane? And you know, sometimes I did it. He was a very good guy. He was a very convincing guy. He didn't stop, but he would ask for things like that. Sir, could you be tomorrow in California? I said, Charlie, give me a break, please.
Wow. So Charlie would ask him, can you be in California tomorrow? Like he is, oh my goodness. So him and Charlie, oh, he was, okay, he was like, allegedly, sounds like they were really, really close.
He just wouldn't stop, and he succeeded. But I almost always went because you never wanted to let Charlie down. He worked so hard, you just didn't want to let him down. I felt guilty. It'd make me feel very guilty. As president, many people asked me for things, but Charlie was one of the few who always gave more than he took. He was a giver, much more than a taker.
Hold on. 2016 Toyota says I shoved 20 Tylenol up my badunkadunk and I am now extremely autistic. I heard my husband telling me something about that Tylenol because they say he gonna say Tylenol was a cure for the autism or something like that. It's like a joke going around. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. I just heard that right before I went live too.
And no matter how big Charlie became, no one was too small for him to notice. He was good to everybody. Didn't matter. Several years ago, a fourth grader asked Charlie to appear on his podcast, which was probably only watched by the parents of that fourth grader. And Charlie, who was actually pretty hot at the time, to be honest.
Did y'all just hear what Trump said? He was pretty hot at the time, to be honest. What, sir? Are you turning a little gangster on us, Trump? What you know about that word hot? This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Trump, what you know about that? Hold on, wait, did he be listening to these little rap songs in the White House, y'all?
He agreed, and the boy asked for advice. Charlie replied, the left. I call it the radical left. I call it sometimes the radical left lunatics.
Do y'all see and hear what this president is saying? Y'all's president? Y'all's president is saying the left lunatics or something like that? I mean, this is crazy, but y'all, let's continue.
Charlie didn't say that. He called it the left. He was probably right, but I can't help it. I can't help it.
Bougie Barbie, I know, right?
So he said the left, radical left lunatics, may have all the money in the world.
Do y'all hear what he's saying? Do y'all hear what y'all's president is saying up on the podium at Charlie Kirk's funeral? Do y'all hear him talking a little delusional? Wow.
But they could never outwork me. I will wake up as early as I need to about himself. I will stay up.
Oh, wait, hold on. R33 said all staged. I think so, too. I think everything about this story was staged because, first of all, they were saying it was an older man that did this. Then they arrested him. Then they let him go. Then they arrested another guy. Then they said it was a LGBTQ person. Then they were looking for that. And then they arrested the 22-year-old. And then he supposedly got transferred out to jail. This is a whole story they made up. I believe somebody wanted to unalive Charlie. This is my opinion. They wanted to unalive Charlie. And then they want to make this whole lying story because even the text messages don't add up. The text messages are very, very suspicious and everybody's talking about it. So I believe this whole thing was planned just to get rid of Charlie. For what reason? I'm still trying to figure out why.
As late as I need to, and I will never stop fighting for our country. And he did this until his dying breath. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. Think of it. Wow. What a horrible moment.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay. older man said, Mr. Brad said older man said he was trying to cover for the shooter. Okay, I did hear that, but they still no. I think one of those guys, y'all let me know. Don't quote me on this, but tell me if I'm wrong or not. But I heard that one. I don't know if it was the first older man or the second one, but one of them they said is still in custody because they said that they found some kind of pornography on his phone or something like that. Let me know if y'all heard the same thing, cause that's what I heard.
That's what I heard. They came in and it was like a surreal experience, a terrible, terrible. I had some very big people in the Oval Office, and I was in the midst of a very important conversation for our country. Big people, the biggest. And I said,
oh,
"You
wait
have
a
to leave
minute.
now."
Wait. Island Mo says there's a video about a shooter on the roof behind the tent Charlie was speaking at. Yes, I just seen that not too long ago, right? A little bit before I went live. If I can probably do a reaction to that later, because I know I've been on here long, I'm gonna do that. But I did see that. I seen on somebody else's channel, they were showing, and it wasn't a clear picture, but you could see where they said that he was right there, like closer to Charlie for some. I have to, don't quote me on it, because I did like run by it. I was busy doing stuff, and I was listening, but I didn't get to watch it all. But I did remember hearing and seeing that, because I seen a picture. They showed a picture, and it was like kind of blurry. And then they were saying that they were, yeah, by a tent. But y'all, that's a lot. It's a lot going on. I'm telling you, it's a lot with this story.
When they told me that, they told me in front of a group of very powerful people. I said, "You have to leave now, right now, please. Right now. You have to leave. Go."
Okay. So Island Mo said, yes, I hear that too. Okay. Bougie Barbie said I heard that too about the older man. So y'all heard it before. Some of y'all have heard it before. Pablo says everyone next to Charlie was involved. I thought so too, Pablo. I really thought that. Peter says, remember chicks with okay, I don't know what that means. T33 says PM, yes. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy, y'all. This whole story is so crazy. Y'all, smash the like button if you haven't already done so. Let's continue.
By his own determination and skill, Charlie Kirk built Turning Point from his humble beginnings, the beginnings that nobody believed could ever end up something like this, into a great movement and a juggernaut of American politics. And, you know, we have a massive stadium loaded up with people, but he got tremendous crowds before he had this kind of horrible news and before we had to hear what happened so terribly. He delivered more than 250 speeches.
Hey, a lady, thank you for the super chat. A lady said, did you hear about the rapture happening tomorrow? Oh, no, I didn't hear about that, a lady. I did not hear about that. But I will research it after I do my live. That is crazy. A lady says at the lounge in Bougie Barbie, hey, welcome in, a lady. I didn't hear about that, but you know I'm a researcher it. I might do a short if I find out some information. But thank you for letting me know about that. This is crazy, y'all. It's getting out of control. I'm telling you, 2025 has been the year of craziness, right? A year of deaths, killings, people, a black guy got hung. You know, there were some people in Houston. I did a live on that yesterday, I think it was. People in Houston that were the bodies were being found in Houston. I think 13 or 15 bodies being found in the bayou. Y'all, I'm telling you, 2025 is it's been rocking, crazy.
A year at over 200 colleges and universities, and that was at a time when it was not really vogue to go to colleges.
Okay, y'all, I had enough of him. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me turn the light on. I'm sorry, you guys. I had enough of him. And his rants, y'all. He's been doing way too much on that. I mean, for a funeral to be talking about trying to find cures for this, and the children, this, that, and the third, he's doing way too much for me. But This is crazy. This is really crazy. T33 says, pay attention to the media, but the world around you. Yes, yes, you have to. You have to. Bougie Barbie said, thank you. Yes, it's crazy. Paul says it's all happening. Yes. T33 said, yes, it's a trap. A lady says it's crazy. Tomorrow, God is supposed to be taking the good ones up in the sky. What? I ain't heard of that. But you know, I'm gonna look it up and do my research on that, because that is crazy. That is crazy. Let me see. Bobby Jackson says, you turn it off. Yes, I turned it off. That was too much. Too much for me. Look at my spiders falling off the wall. That's too much for me. So, needless to say, Jimmy Kimmel got his job back, and you know, I'm sure Trump is very salty, because I feel like, my opinion, that he tried to hold ABC and Disney's feet to the fire, made them fire him, and then they lost a lot of money. And now they're trying to beg him back. Well, they already got him back and said Jimmy Kimmel is coming back tomorrow. So that's a good thing he's coming back tomorrow. And they said they want him to apologize. And they also want him to give Charlie Kirk's family money. And also his foundation, what, Turning Point USA? I mean, y'all, I don't know. I'd be like, nope, I'm not doing it. It's my freedom of speech. Why should I have to pay for something I said when you say all kind of crazy stuff out your mouth? Absolutely not. Bougie says, oh, you didn't know we were being raptured tomorrow at the lounge? Yes, we're going up in glory tomorrow. When I see it, I'm gonna believe it. But I'm gonna research that, because I never see that, y'all. I never see that. So a bribe involved? Yes, Paul, a bribe. They're trying to make Jimmy Kimmel apologize, and not only donate to Charlie Kirk's family, but also to his organization, like 2 different places. That is like extortion, I believe. So that's crazy. A lady says he better not give them nothing. That's what I say. He better not give them nothing, not even no apology. Because did Trump, he said, y'all heard him. He said some rough stuff at the funeral. But he's been saying rough stuff. Jimmy Kimmel, he ain't funny. His ratings are going down. He should have been fired a long time ago. I mean, he said what he wanted to say about Jimmy Kimmel. That's his opinion. Should he be made to apologize? Should he be made to give Jimmy Kimmel's foundation a couple of dollars? I don't believe so. I don't think so, because that was only an opinion. That's how he felt. Freedom of speech. So it's crazy. It's crazy. So I don't know, y'all, but I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna look up that stuff. The rapture, a lady, Bougie Barbie. I'm gonna go look that up, because it's getting crazy, y'all. I'm telling you, it is getting crazy. 2025, y'all, it is like super, super crazy. I'm just saying, it's been super crazy. Killings, people, bodies in the river. I remember the first of the year, the first year of the year, they had the hotel in Las Vegas blow up. They had people driving down on Canal Street in New Orleans with people getting ran over. So it's crazy. It is crazy. Bobby says, TY, thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Bobby Jackson. You're welcome. So y'all, be safe out there wherever you are. Whatever side you're on, left, right, up, down, in the basement, like I say, in the curtains. I mean, you might be hanging on the wall, you know, hanging out the window, wherever you may be. Just be careful. Keep y'all's head on a swivel, because it's going down. It's crazy. Hey, D-Dot. D-Dot, you is tardy to the party, D-Dot. Where you been at, D-Dot? How you doing tonight? D-Dot says, hey, Queen Lounge. Hey, chat. Yeah, so it's crazy. So D-Dot, you're gonna have to catch the replay. But it's going down. It's crazy. Needless to say, you know, D-Dot says, feeling great, says, good, D-Dot, I'm glad. Good. I hope you had a 10. I hope your day was a 10. But yeah, I'm not Okay, Dita said I'll watch it. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to keep you guys, but y'all, we've been on here like, 103 minutes. So we've been on here a good little minute. But y'all, I just wanted to bring that news to y'all because, Jimmy Kimmel got his job back. They said that Disney, ABC lost $6 billion because people were canceling their subscriptions because they was not playing with them people. Trump was talking bad, saying, "Oh, he's not funny. Jimmy Kimmel's not funny. Oh, his ratings dropped." Well, guess what? Their money dropped a whole lot too. $6 billion over the last couple of days. I mean, tell me which one's worse. I mean, the viewings or the money or the dollar bills. I think the dollar bills is worse to lose than the ratings, right? I'm just saying. A lady says, "Yeah, it's been good knowing you at the lounge. If I'm not back, God took." No, don't say that, lady. Don't say that. Thank you, though. Thank you. Bougie Barbie says, "Thanks, Lounge. Great live." Thank you, Bougie Barbie. Thank you, a lady. Thank everybody coming in. D-Dot, all my mods, Anonymous, Bronze, all my mods. Thank you guys all. I appreciate and love you guys all. So y'all lead with love, peace, and tranquility. Like I said, just be careful out there. Keep your head on the swivel because you don't never know when something about to go down. And hopefully this rapture will not go down tomorrow, but we don't know, y'all. But stay on the rapture lookout because I'm gonna go do some research and see about this rapture because I ain't heard that about the rapture. But Bougie Barbie, Helena, D-Dot says a lady. Oh Lord, D-Dot says facts queen. A lady says D-Dot, laughing. Bougie Barbie says I didn't even watch Kimmel, but I was ready to ride. Oh man, they was going. I'm telling you, them Jimmy Kimmel, they talking about his views and they went down. But baby, honey, baby, chick and child, let me tell you, Disney's dollars, they plummeted. They didn't just go down, they plummeted to where they was in a frantic pack. They're like, oh Lord, they looking at their bank statement. Oh my God, oh my goodness, what we gonna do? People is canceling their subscriptions and we ain't getting no deposits going on. Oh my God, we hurry up and call Jimmy Kimmel back. Hurry up, Jimmy Kimmel, get him on. Jimmy Kimmel, can you please? We done lost $6 billion. Oh my God, y'all, they were having a whole conniption fit. So bad to where Jimmy Kimmel is coming back tomorrow. I'm just saying, y'all. But I am not going to keep y'all. Have a good night. Lead with love, peace, and tranquility. And y'all, I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.